global citizen.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing. Of course, telling your friends about what we do right at Gusto TV. Big Lala, a lot has been said about Afrobeat and the general Afrobeat to the world and everything. Quite a lot of us have clamored for the Afrobeat inclusion at the Grammys. Some people said, "Oh, Nigerians are going to win this thing if every year if it does happen." The CEO of Grammys, was at the Global Citizens, festival, in Ghana, and talked about the fact that truly Afrobeat is getting considered for a Grammy category. Is that a good news or not?
Well, it's a good news and it's a bad news. It's a good news in the sense that yes, there's going to be a category for example, it shouldn't be just one. To be honest, I mean, it has to be something dedicated to the African genres of music, if we would say so. Or I've always had a problem with us being muddled up with the world album or the world performance category, which doesn't make sense because different genres of music are being mixed up together. And if you say something is not Afrobeats, well, that means you want to categorize the whole of African genres of music as Afrobeats. And definitely people who are not from West Africa, people who are in, for example, South Africa, who do amapiano, who do house, people in Tanzania who have their own genre of music, people in northern part of Africa have the genre of music. Are we going to classify everybody as Afrobeats? So I don't know. It's the inclusion might be a good thing for us Nigerians, but then it will be something people will find out. People outside of who don't do Afrobeats, who are from Africa, they will find out.
If the Grammys say that they want to do Afrobeats, or they want to, like the CEO said, they want to bring an Afrobeat category and everything, would it be some sort of bias to the Nigerian artists? I mean, towards Nigeria, something to favor, or you think it's going to favor Nigeria, Ghana, and a couple of other, guys. I mean, the guys in Tanzania.
Of course,
as well.
That's exactly what it's going to be. If they say, "Oh, there's going to be an Afrobeat category, best Afrobeat music," right? Who does Afrobeats majorly? Nigeria, Ghana, and then their what's it called? There are people who are in the UK, US, who were born there, and they do their own different variations of Afrobeats. There's people in France. People in France do a lot of Afrobeats, whether I like it or not. So, I don't think I want it, but of course, it's going to favor the guys in West Africa heavily.
Is this going to cause some sort of like a mini war, so to speak, if there's only one category for Afrobeat in other Grammys?
The way Grammy does their thing now, for a particular kind of section, they don't release so many categories at once. You see how long it took them to have a best performing song category that's different from the album. What was for singles or for songs. You get so, and that only held the first time last year. The last time around. So they are not going to give you 4 or 3 categories at once. They'll probably give you one. Then they need to find out what really works best. I think they will go for something like the best African music. That way, nobody is saying everybody is doing Afrobeats in Africa. Yes. They say best African music album, best African album, or the best African song performance, whatever it is that they want to do, it will be okay. We know that Afrobeat is competing with other genres from Africa. It could be amapiano, it could be the guys from North Africa, it could be the guys from Tanzania. And you know that Grammy doesn't give 2 F's about your numbers. It's not about them. They have a voting. They have people. They have people who are registered to actually cast these votes. Voting members who are going to choose who's the winner. Nobody cares about your numbers. So I think that's the way they will go. I think they would come up with that best African.
So you think it's so you think it should be best African music instead of best Afrobeats?
To be honest, I don't really want us. I know we come up for it, but I still don't want. Part of me doesn't want it because it opens the door for other people who are not Afrobeat students or Afrobeat enthusiasts to not think, perhaps I should have people who have sway over the voting academy members and say, let me do an Afrobeat album. And then before you know it, somebody who is not from West Africa who's not African by that
He's doing,
is
yeah,
is doing Afrobeats and winning Afrobeats album over people who have done Afrobeats
like
over their
WIZKID
life.
and the
I
rest
mean,
of
all
them.
their
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
We saw an example of that with a white band winning the reggae category, or this is the best reggae album in the last Grammys. So that kind of thing, it will open up to something like that. And I don't know how well people receive things like that.
But a lot of people actually, are excited. I saw a tweet of, a very big music, executive saying, "Oh, we've been telling Grammys this for 3 years now. We need an Afrobeat category and all of that." You have said it should be, instead best African music, so it covers the whole of Africa. But if the Grammys decide to start with Afrobeat for now, would you say it is a good move? Say Afrobeat now, there are other categories coming later for Africa.
It will be, I won't say it's not, it's of course a step in the right direction, but it will mean some other parts of Africa are being marginalized. They're not being included in the Grammy story
Consideration, yeah.
as Africa wise. Yes, they're not being considered. So that's the only problem that it is. But it's a step in the right direction. But that doesn't say that in the future they can't have anything to cater for the other genres of music in Nigeria, because Afrobeats right now is such a big genre of music, right? But compared to the other bigger genres of music, that they have the special category, there's Latina, there's reggae in the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
So maybe perhaps if Afrobeat have theirs, it's okay. But the other downside of it is invitation of non-Africans or non-Afrobeat enthusiasts to now start making Afrobeat music. We already see people from Korea, people from Asia doing Afrobeats. Then I'll be considered as Afrobeats. When you say just because it's Afrobeat now, if they include it, it will be like it's not just for Africans anymore.
Yeah,
you get
definitely. So. Anyways, we wish the likes of WIZKID, Burna Boy, Davido, Kiss Daniel, Tiwa Savage, Yemelade, everyone in Afrobeat, even in Ghana, Sakode, the guys, the Shadawale, King Promise, and everyone. I mean, everyone, Stonebwoy, everyone doing Jiaki, everyone doing Afrobeat.
Shadawale, they do Afrobeat, so you don't complain for now.
We wish everyone all the best at the Grammys when this gets introduced. We'll see you guys on the next one. Let's have your thoughts. Put them down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Please continue to stay safe and God bless.